What's up, guys? Man, it's cold out there. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying your Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had fun time with your family, friends, and all that good jazz. So I figured, since I'm out doing a little, toy hunting on Black Friday, found a couple of cool stuff. I also went to my favorite comic book shop and decided to pick up a few things. If I remember, I meant to show you guys my comic book haul from last week when I picked up my two graded ones, but I'll show you that a little later. I'll attach the ones I picked up onto this video if I remember. But let me show you this cool comic book haul that I got. There was some technical difficulties, so I decided to switch it up. Let me get out of this remote camera. Anyway, yeah, this is one of my biggest comic book hauls. I am excited to get through these and read these, and share with you guys what I picked up. I picked up so much that I ended up picking these BCW comic book bags. So this was 100 bags, 100 bag count in there. And because I normally buy them, they usually sell them for like a couple of cents each for the bag and the boarding. But I decided to just go in and buy this BCW rated one, which comes with the film already sticky, so I don't have to worry about putting tape. And then I bought a, how many come in these? 100 board backing. So I'm ready because I picked up a couple of cool stuff that I want to make sure I get those in the future graded, not right now. So let's see. All right, some of these I'm very excited that I found, and some look interesting. Now, when you guys see my latest toy haul, if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, it's Tony B Hunting Figs. I finally got Feral, and man, I was like, hopefully I could find X-Force #1. You know something? I may have this already, so I might have 3, but I'm gonna look back tonight at my collection. I was actually able to find 2 copies of X-Force #1. That is so dope. Jim Lee's art, actually, correction, Rob Liefeld art, one of my favorite artists in the comic book game. So I found 2 of them. One was 5, one was 4. Man, I'd love to get these autographed. I'm going to see if there's a way to send them to Rob Liefeld to see if he does that. I know Hulk Hogan, RIP, used to do that, where you could send him your Hulk Hogan memorabilia and he'll sign it and mail it back to you for a fee. So I'm not sure if he does that, but I would love to get this signed and graded. But I normally pick up 2 because there's one I'm going to read, and the other one, again, I want to get it graded. Again, I do this, most of them, I say 95% of the time, I'm doing this out of just nostalgia and, again, loving to see the artwork on the covers, which also brings me back in time when comic books were really fun and, again, to hang up. But I'm going to show you the other ones I got graded that came back finally, because I decided to. I have a lot of good comics. I might as well start grading them myself instead of trying to find some graded. But anyway, I found this Marvels. I guess originally it was $48, $24. It was Marvels 1 through 4. This, I actually found one of the most iconic covers to me, which has, I think it's Angel. I'll put a picture up if I remember. But I remember when this came out when I was a kid, and I forgot is it Ross? I think his last name is Ross. Is one of the most talented artists in comic books. He does a lot of DC, he does a lot of Marvels, but this came out back when I was probably in junior high school, and I've always had that one issue, and I was able to find it recently and put it in a comic book frame. But maybe I might get it graded now that I found the first 4 issues. I'm not sure how long it's a complete set, so it was only 4 issues, but telling you, his artwork is incredible. I want to see if I think he sells his artwork in like poster form, so I want to get those and try to get some of them frames for the toy room. Yes, I'm talking about the toy room because I finally started again pushing the acceleration on getting a place, hopefully by next year, because I really need that toy room. I have so much ideas, and so I'm just hyped. But anyway, I picked this up also. This is recent. This is the Last Hunt Predator. This was issues 1 through 4, a complete set. So pick that up. That's pretty dope. I've been meaning to pick up more Predator issues, but I got so wrapped up in the Predator kills the Marvel Universe and Predator versus Spider-Man that I haven't gotten into just the regular issues of the Predator. So that was another dope pickup. And I found this just randomly, and I think now I'm gonna have to pull the trigger on Death's Head, because this was, again, they was having a massive sale, Black Friday sale in my comic book shop, but I found this She-Hulk and Death's Head. That is pretty dope, so I picked that up. I want to get this definitely graded in frames. I'll probably frame it for now, if anything. But now is definitely, because I've been on the fence of getting Death's Head. Death's Head is an awesome looking figure. I don't know too much about him, but these things just get me hype. Again, it's for me, that's an obscure character. I don't know who Death's Head is, but now I want to get into him. And pause. But I was trying to look for Chris Starr and Tron. Was it Tron? I forgot his name. But I was looking for Chris Starr comics, but I didn't see any. I also did not see any Phantom Rider comics. So that's probably something that next time I go, I'm gonna have a chat with the guys in the shop. But it was crazy packed today. People were buying a lot of stuff, which is, I'm always happy to see, you know, going to a comic shop and seeing them make business and make money, because I'm sure it's a very difficult business to be in. Man, I bought a lot. I picked up Marvel Zombies. Which issue is this? Issue 3. I hope I do not have this already. I don't think I do. But I like the MCU cartoon. Again, it wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it. So I've been reading up on Marvel Zombies. I haven't cracked the rest of them out, but I'm gonna have a lot of reading to catch up on. Let's see. I did pick up issue number 3 and 2 and 3 of TMNT Journeys by Peter Laird and Jim Lawson. Again, Jim Lawson is one of my favorite comic book artists when it comes to TMNT, especially Peter Laird. Peter Laird, I think, is he the writer? Let me see. Peter Laird, writer, inker, and Jim Lawson, penciler. Okay, so Peter Laird is the writer, and he does the inking. So as you can see, it's that same art throwback from the day, from the Peter Laird and Eastman days. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. Now let's see, hold on. Picked up some newer ones. Okay, that was number 3. I got issue number 2. I got doing my boy Raph dirty. Looks like he got thrown off a roof. I actually found that I actually have this, the original, so I thought this was cool when I saw it. Giant Size X-Men number 1, which it just caught my attention. I'm not sure who's supposed to be in the middle in the white, but this is interesting that maybe they're rebooting it. I'm not too much of a fan of reboots, but I want to give this a chance and take a read and see what that is about, and see if it compares to the original. I also picked up Daredevil and Punisher number 1. Had to pick this up. Awesome cover. So I'm going to give that a read soon. And while I was there, I also got the Marvel Knights, the Punisher issue number 2. So picked him up. And then I saw this. This is like a thick comic. but it's issue number 1, so I don't know how they're gonna do these. I want to find this Wolverine in figure form, but it's from the age Tales from the Age of Apocalypse. So I do have these in action figure form. I remember I found them in Ollie's, the whole set of Cyclops, Rogue, Magneto, I think Kitty Pryde, I forgot who the other person was, and it was a Build-A-Figure of Colossus. But man, it would have been nice if they had that Wolverine in that set too. So I picked that up. And then I also found Giant Size X-Men number 2. So since they were both out, I just figured I'll just pick both of them up to give those a read. And then I saw this 1776 number 1. You know, when it comes to things with the United States and history and military, and they infuse it with comics, I really, really enjoy that. So it looks like, I don't know, it looks, it might be like the Civil War depicted in this, but I picked this up. I love the cover. I think that's George Washington, and then you got the Avengers down there. So I don't know what this is about. This is, sometimes I'll do a random pickup because the cover might get my attention. So when I saw that, I said, oh, let me pick that up. So hopefully it's not some nonsense in here. So I'm going to give it a good read, and I might do more research into it. And then I bought another variant cover. Again, I'm going to show you guys, if I haven't already in this video, Batman and Deadpool. So I do have the other 2 variant covers with Dr. Doom, and the other one with Deadpool with doing the icon. He looks like a zombie doing the iconic Wolverine pose from that whole comic. So I guess we might be looking at a future cartoon movie or movie with DC and Marvel. I guess now they're comfortable coming together and doing team ups. So I thought that was pretty interesting dynamic with Batman and Deadpool. Again, something I don't know too much about, but it was interesting enough for me to grab it and get ahead of the reading with that. And last but not least, this caught my attention and I passed on it for a long time. I read the Damned comic of Batman, which is under this Black Label series. I highly, highly recommend, if you haven't read Damned, to pick it up. The artwork in there is incredible. The storyline is incredible. I just picked up another one. Forgot the name of it. I'll plug it in there if I have it. But I decided to finally pick up Wonder Woman Dead Earth. This is by Daniel Warren Johnson with Mike Spicer. This cover looks so awesome. So the Black Label series, they come in these bigger graphic novels, almost kind of like a magazine or a book, which I could appreciate. So I'm not too sure what this one is about. I'll be so upset if this ends up in Ollie's, because a lot of DC, those who know that do a lot of toy hunting in Ollie's, they have a lot of DC, and they have a lot of good DC books. I bought a couple from them, but it says Wonder Woman's mission was to save man's world from itself. She failed. When Diana awakens from her centuries-long sleep, she discovers Earth has been reduced to a nuclear wasteland. Blah blah blah. Critically acclaimed Black Label. So I'm gonna give this a chance. Looks like she's wearing Batman's utility belt. I don't know if she's wearing any other superheroes, but I love the artwork with her with the long frizzled hair, with the big huge sword. Hopefully this is a good book. Again, I'm always skeptical with newer books because of the political climate and, you know, people kind of using iconic characters to kind of get their propaganda across. And everything is propaganda, but some are worse than others. But anyway, this was a massive haul. Luckily, I picked up another comic book crate holder thing that I picked up, that you pick up with the art. And so many in here that the bag is ripping. So maybe what they should have done. So you've seen this in live time. Not cutting anything out, because that's already in plastic, so that didn't need to be in a bag. So I'm always surprised that a lot of these comics, the classic ones that I find, are so cheap. But that goes to show you that a lot of these comics or toys that you collect that you think it's worth it, and people they tend to buy them in bulk to kind of prey on people's FOMO. And it's like a lot of this stuff is not worth a lot of money. Like, you may get something and decide to sell it for, it's $30, and you want to sell it for $200 or $300 because you're hoping that somebody's FOMO will get them to buy it because they feel like they're not going to see it again, or it's not going to be reissued. But they're not selling it because it's worth that much. They're selling it because they're preying on people to be that gullible, or, you know, just dumb to spend that much money on something. So that's why I enjoy just being in collection, because I love collecting and it's fun as a hobby. But last but not least, I found this also in the comic shop. Put this down here. Now this is my second Mezco figure that I picked up. The first one I picked up was The Crow, which was probably like 2 years ago. Never cracked it out the box. And today was going to be the day that I was thinking of getting a Hot Toys. Like, I was looking at some, I think I was looking at, funny thing is that I was looking at a Cable from the Deadpool 2 movie. And then I think I was looking at a Spider-Man. Oh, the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. I think I might go back in the future and get that one. I think that'll be my first Hot Toy if I pick one up. But I put it on pause because I found this. I ended up finding another Cable from Mezco. Now this Cable looks like he's based off of the Marvel vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom game, but this looks incredible. Cable's one of my favorite toyetic figures, although I don't know too much about him other than that he's the son of Cyclops and Jean Grey. I always, anytime I could pick up a Cable action figure or statue, I try to pick it up. The semi statue I have is from Marvel Selects, and I have that on the shelf. You know, those figures aren't too articulable. They're more like, you know, statues. So I have that. And then I picked up a few Toy Biz Cables like a year or two ago. I picked up like a few of them because they're still cheap. So I saw this. I also saw Cyclops, but I didn't pick it up because I already have the Cyclops that just came out with Hasbro, and it wasn't the X Factor one. It was the Dark Phoenix one. I don't know which X-Men is that. Uncanny, I think it's Uncanny X-Men. And then they had Magneto. I think I said this, but with the white uniform. If it was a red uniform, I would have picked it up because I have yet to have a Magneto, good Magneto representation. So I passed on it, and hopefully I'll find that X-Men 97 Magneto out in the wild, and hopefully not too much. But I think I'm gonna take this out and show you guys later on in another video. I think they need to do this more with the tin, because I like the fact that you can restore the stuff into a nice metal tin, you know, instead of a box. Now, this might be because this is a PX Previews exclusive, so I don't know. And this is the first time that I've been hearing of PX exclusives because I've seen that symbol a lot. But it looks like he comes with 2, 4, 6, 8 extra interchangeable hands, his plasma cannon, his grenade launcher. Looks like he comes with a handgun, a shield. He comes with another interchangeable head, and he comes with the stand and the base. So this is definitely going to come out, and I'm going to show you guys. I might just display him for now, or I might just put him back until I get the toy room so he doesn't get damaged. But very excited to pick that up. But anyway, that is the comic book haul. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.